the worst trying to do this. All right. This time it should work. I think it's going to work. Fingers crossed. Tech challenges. Tech successes. I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yes, your face is sideways still, but so you got to turn it one up. There we go.
This is the way.
We're in.
Hell
It's
yeah.
happened.
All right. I can't.
All right.
I can't see what anyone is typing. Like I don't
Okay.
have that opportunity, but
I will let you know whenever I see anything come up. So we've got a bunch of people on. Lauren asks, clearly it's the monthly inclusion to Thoughtum. I'm not quite sure what that means. Michelle says, this is the way.
This is the way. Oh, it's because, wait.
So.
You can see the Mandalorian up there.
Okay. Nice.
I'm surrounded. Actually, underneath this is a bunch of Star Wars Legos all put together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So are you a big Star Wars fan then?
I love Star Wars. I am. However, this is my mom's boyfriend's thing.
Yeah.
I just use his office when I need to have an office.
I got it. So I want to get us started like with a flat start. So welcome to Getting to Know ASO. You've been in the group for, well, first let's get your name. Your name's Rhiannon, and how do you say your last name? LeVeque?
LeVeque.
Is that right? LeVeque?
Yep.
Cool. So my first question for you is, when did you get involved in astrology and tarot? Like, how long have you been involved? And tell us a story.
So my tarot involvement was a lot longer. The astrology thing was always on my radar for years. However, it was more me being kind of selfish and more, I guess, ignorant to there being more than just, oh my God, I'm a Gemini. But and so I kind of just rode that train for a long time and just kind of only made it about Gemini. And then I started to get more serious into tarot. Like when I was a kid, I would have these dreams and tell people about it, and they called me crazy.
Yeah, of course.
So I went into hiding for a long time. And more recently, I went on, you can call it what you want to, but I'm on this twin flame journey for a while.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
With a Libra. So there you go. If that helps you guys understand my Libra obsession, is because the love of my life is one, and he has changed my whole motherfucking life. God, geez, he's pain in my ass too. But so I got into tarot real hardcore a couple years ago, and then when I got sick last year and I got a diagnosis that was kind of like, hey girl, you're gonna have to stop working soon, I was like, oh, I need a plan B.
Yeah.
So I went and I did classes, courses, got certified, signed and got an LLC, and started in January this year. Plan B, they told me, was plan A. And so I've been just kind of and so what I've learned myself through doing tarot was how important the astrology aspect of it was. And so my learning style is the shit posting style. That's how I'm going to learn about things. So when I found this group, I was like, oh my God, these are my fucking people. This is how I'm going to learn the things that I want to learn and need to learn to be better at my business. You know what I mean? And to be there for the people that I like to help every day better.
For sure.
So yeah, it's been a blessing finding you guys, even though, man, oh man. Well, sometimes I was like, what did I walk into?
It is weird. It is, ASO is a very strange group. It's not like other groups.
No. And that's why I like it, because my whole shtick, my whole spiel, and what I do is not like the other people. When you're going to scroll on TikTok and see the girls reading cards, you're not going to find them like mine, though, because we are the weirdos.
Yes. So I wanted to bring up a comment. Gray Mantis said, oh, so a Libra man introduced you to Plan B, which I thought was kind of funny.
Ain't that the fucking truth, sis?
Cool.
Yes.
So you do a lot of tarot, Did
I
you
do.
start doing tarot by yourself, like for yourself, like
Yes.
to learn it?
Yes, actually,
What was the?
I did it for spirituality. So I was the girl that was always chasing spirituality somewhere, trying to find it. Like when they're like, you need to find Jesus. I feel like I spent a long time looking for him and I never found him. So I wasn't sure why these people were trying to tell me to find their friend when they couldn't even find them theirself.
Yep.
So I kind of got to that point, and by the time I found my science piece, because that's it. I'm a very science forward girl. I've been in healthcare for 18 years. Yeah. So I like, if I can see it, taste it, touch it, smell it, it makes sense to me. And the science piece came through in spirituality with, okay, well, my DNA is made of the same shit as this. And so that's enough for me. And that's what made me go in. Yep. To find my spirituality. And like I said, it was always the science piece, really, because tarot is a lot about synchronicities. We all go through the same journey, the fool's journey. We all start as the fool, True. And so when that story became, in front of my face, the dots kept getting connected even more. And I've always been, with the lore of Rhiannon, the witches and the goddess of the moon, or the goddess of the birds and the stars, and the way the astrology works with that. I mean, I've always been on that one. So it was just, everything started making sense and it felt like I found it finally, nice. And so that's what got me here.
What does your name mean? What does Rhiannon mean?
Oh, so Rhiannon, first of all, Fleetwood Mac song is what made it.
Yeah, of course.
The shit. Stevie Nicks, our witchy queen, our Gemini queen. Stevie.
Is that the Crystal Vision song where she's like, Crystal Visions, or is that a different song?
No, it's literally, the song is Rhiannon.
Yeah, I mean, so who am I? I'm just trying to figure out if that's...
Stevie does the Crystal Visions, that's her, but Fleetwood Mac. But Rhiannon is, the name is a, like a nymph, the Welsh nymph fairy, the goddess of the sun. And well, the sun, it just depends on the lore, because it's Celtic and Welsh. So you could have her being the goddess of the moon in some of the mythology, but she was the goddess of the horses in general. And so but the name literally means white witch, like the good witch. So cool. I'm Glenda the good witch over here, or something like that.
Nice. I had a question that kind of came up from your tarot reading.
Okay.
What's the your least favorite card to come up in your own readings, and what's your most favorite? Like which are your two?
I mean, everyone hates a Seven of Swords, because that's just telling you that someone's betraying you and being sneaky. I hate a Seven of Swords. Major arcana wise, my least favorite is probably when the devil, the Capricorn shits comes up, because that just means I'm facing some cycles, some toxic cycles. Yeah. And there's some shame and guilt buried somewhere. But the favorite card is the Sun card. Yeah. The Sun card is, I mean, it's what I wear around my neck, on my necklace. In the Welsh and Celtic tarot cards, the goddess Rhiannon is actually on the Sun card. Got it. And then wherever Mr. Trogdor and Heather, the way that they were, so they were introducing me to some astrology piece that I'd obviously never heard of, because look at the brains that have put this message out to me. I definitely wasn't on that level, but they explained something to me where it literally, with my chart and numbers, and I'm the sun, and so just kind of like all the pieces keep getting connected for me. And so yeah.
What's your sun's Gemini? What's your moon and rising, just for future reference?
Virgo moon, Sagittarius rising.
Got it. So like a Jupiter ruled chart.
Gemini
that
Mars.
Means, yeah, but you have the same kind of setup as I do, with the opposite fire rising with the air sun.
And I love it.
I mean,
it keeps things interesting.
It's good most of the time. It keeps things interesting.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna check for comments, see if there's anything new that's come up.
What's up to my royalty family out there, though? I gotta say hello to the royals.
There's a couple royals on here. They might say something back. Gray asked if I use the soft lighting to enhance my pretty features, which I don't know that I'm using any kind of lighting. I just have a light. So
yeah, I'm like, what's up, dude? I got this ring light, and you can see all my wrinkles. Where the fuck are your wrinkles, bro? What is happening?
I just don't worry ever. So
every
you know,
pore in my face. I don't care. I am 39. I earned all of these. Let me tell you what.
I earned all my wrinkles are down here under the beard. That's where they're hiding. So
lucky you.
Yep.
Lucky you.
Andrea says hi, love to you. So that's very nice. Okay, so you say you started with tarot. You used it to kind of built up strength in it, got certified on it, and now you've kind of got it as your side hustle that became your main hustle, right? Is that like what's going on? What's the name of your socials so that people can find them?
Everything is Goddess of the Moon. I went with it. I went with the Rhiannon theme, Goddess of the Moon. But my TikTok is gonna be like Rhiannon.gotm. But be careful because I have about like 70 scamming impersonators is our last count. They don't even try that hard anymore. But and you know, hey, shout out to tarot readers out there. For us, we're not ever going to inbox you people. I promise you, if you get a message from somebody, for the love of God,
it's not
common sense, people, common sense from all of us. We've always wanted to say this to you, common sense. Jesus. Okay,
we do not send you inbox requests to do readings, and we in fact I fend off.
We're not volunteering our energy, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Well, so then my business, actually, I'm turning my LLC into something a lot bigger. I do have a strong connotation of sobriety and the recovery journey for people. It's near and dear to my heart. I've lost people to, my best friends, two of them drinking and driving, they're dead. My mom is 24 years sober, and she's a licensed chemical dependency counselor. I worked in treatment facilities with her. Growing up, I lost my grandma to alcoholism, my uncle to alcoholism. So, people who are on a recovery journey, I try to make it a safe place for that. Cool. I don't toot my own horn and say that I'm a sober person. I'll never say I'm a sober person because I'm stoned as fuck right now. So what up? And, I drink occasionally and I have no qualms with people. I just like to make a safe place if people are struggling. Yep. And, I have qualifications to be able to be qualified to help people with that. And I want to have a store. I live in like really close to where that original, you guys see those bumper stickers that say coexist everywhere. Yeah. That's an actual store, and the original store is here where I live. And so I've been there and I've met the fine gentleman who started that whole entire thing, and what he has, I want that. He does readings in the back, and he still is there for everybody. He does classes. He does like Reiki sessions, and out front and I want to do like vendors of people who make their own like witchy stuff or spiritual stuff. I want their stuff in my store. I want to promote the people that work hard, and still like invite that community in if people need help and things like that. So that's my ultimate goal. That's where I want to be. But I do have children who, they're so cute and they're so little still, and so I'm still trying to build up what I thought was going to be plan B a little bit longer, turning into plan A, and I'm kind of doing that by myself. So hopefully someday I can be the little sister of the coexist. But nice. Big plan.
Coexister.
Yeah, the coexister.
The coexister.
That's it. Whatever.
Coexister. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm going to check comments really quick.
Yeah.
Let's go sobriety. Thank you, Rhiannon. Fam from JVD to you. So I think so you're in the Royals chat. What's your Royals name? The Queen's?
I am the Queen's Oracle. Okay. Obviously, that seems to be so fitting.
So do you pull a card from her whenever she's about to make a tough decision?
I pull a card for her if she needs a decision. I pull cards for the other royals if they need anything. I do like to go visit the main chat every now and then when somebody needs a card of the day. And then, you know, I'm also a snitch though, due to the fact that I already know things before everybody else does them. So don't try to get around these things, guys. I already know that you're doing them before you do them. And unfortunately, we're not going to let stuff slide. No, no, no.
You just called yourself a snitch.
Snitch!
That's cool. I mean, that's kind of a normal
the
Gemini job,
snitch.
Right?
How about yeah, well, the ugly energy snitch. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
If people got the uglies going, I'm snitching. It's not, you're not, no way. Take that ugly ass energy somewhere else. Ew.
Okay. I think that that's fair and useful for the group. So I think that you don't have to worry about stitches as far as that goes, because that's the old saying, you know, snitches, like you got to be careful.
Stitches, however, this snitch is trying to save you from a ban. So if you see my little card, it means I'm watching. And from there, I let it go to the queen's hands.
I think we've got a lot of really good people telling us when people are acting out in group now, which is good. So thank you to Zach and you and the other snitches out there that are helping us to make sure that people don't get away with saying weird stuff for too long, you know?
Stink alerts. Those stink alerts are they're doing stuff out there. Love it. Love it.
They are pretty useful. They're I was hoping that they would work out, and I think that they're working out to my hope. So okay, let's ask some other questions. So when you pull cards, is there any card that specifically comes up that represents you, like one of the court cards or anything?
The lovers generally, because Gemini energy.
Yep.
But the sun, honestly, that's why the sun's around my necklace, and it's, I have a lot of decks of cards, and for some strange reason, it's always been a pretty consistent the sun card, unless I need to be differentiated to where it's specifically, hey, this is your rebirth type of thing.
Yep.
But generally, it's the sun card, or the lovers, or the magician.
I used to get the cards that would come up for me would be the Prince of Cups when I was younger. So the Prince of Cups was my young person card. And now I'm tend to be like King of Swords or King of Cups.
Okay.
Or the Emperor.
The narcissist, bro.
The Emperor or the sometimes the Devil. It depends like what particular thing that I'm doing at the time.
No, it depends on what personality you're feeling that day.
For sure. So you said you're dating a Libra. Do you recommend?
Loosely.
Okay. You said that you've got a twin flame that's a Libra.
Yeah.
What's a twin flame for those of us that don't know anything about that sort of thing?
Well, I mean, it again depends on your spiritual journey. Depends on, you know, what you feel as far as love and soul contracts with people are concerned, soulmates, things like that. But like, it's just mostly there's a difference between having a soulmate and a twin flame. A soulmate are two different souls, because if you're of the belief that we're not really made to be humans, right? We're just souls. This is our job, this lifetime, then our soul goes somewhere, you know, okay?
Through the cycle.
That is your belief. There you go.
Yes, I know the cycle.
Twin flames are essentially a soul contract that you sign into where one soul gets split in two, and it's a mirror. So you're essentially forced to find this unconditional kind of self-love in someone else that literally mirrors you. So everything you see in them are the ugly shadow pieces of yourself that you hate, and vice versa. And the job is to love that unconditionally, because you have a soul connection. You know, you feel that connection when you have a soulmate. Twin flames, you feel it. You feel it. And you know, there's a runner, there's a chaser, there's an awakening, there's an ascension. It's a whole journey, and generally leads to a separation, because it can get very, very toxic. Like, honestly, you're not in a twin flame journey if you don't have a toxic shit. If you don't have something that is so toxic that if you don't separate, things are going to be really bad. Go into a separation period, no contact, and then there's a reunion. Sometimes you don't always end up with them. you know, because that separation is about doing that work on yourself, facing your shadow, doing your shadow work. You know, we all have shadow work, but it's about doing that shadow work so that when you come into the reunion, you love yourself so wholly that you guys finally get to the place where you can be that pillar of unconditional love. And generally they say twin flames that have completed their contract and they have ended up together are put in like the spotlight somewhere. So like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell and you know, who else? They're generally the not married celebrities that have been together forever and ever, and you just look at them and you're like, if something ever happened to them, that'd be like mom and dad divorcing. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of spotlight, because you're supposed to be like a pillar of unconditional love. So not everyone has a twin flame, which be grateful for that shit.
Yeah.
But you know, with soulmates, it's two souls that, you know, you don't really have those super duper toxic things, and soulmates are not necessarily romantic either.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, twin flame journey is fucked up.
Yes. I'm not going to say anything personal about myself, but I might have some experience with dealing with stuff like that, but won't say anything about it. One of the things that
sometimes you end up together and sometimes you don't. Yeah, and that's
just the game.
Wake up. It's the game.
I'm going to go back through the comments because I know that you can't see them. Yeah. Jennifer says Libra twin flame sounds like it involves a lot of patience. Gray says that sounds terrible. And then Gray says a Gemini with a twin flame is like quadruple the work. And then JVD says Rhiannon and I both have 22-degree Gemini Mars. So you guys have a Mars conjunction, you and the Queen.
We do.
So you can double up your aggressive tendencies towards Ames if you want to. Is that the truth?
Yes. That's why I'm her oracle. Hello.
Yeah, fair. Good.
No, so my twin flame, so me being the Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, he is Libra, Pisces.
Oh, okay. Michelle asked, how did you meet your twin flame?
Tinder.
Well, cool.
Actually, for real. So it was Tinder, and we lived 2 hours apart. And so he was actually in town visiting when he swiped on me, and that's how he even came on my radar. So when we matched, my first exact line to him was like, hey, I'm not really looking for something that's far away from me, but you know, thanks for the interest anyways. And he was like, I agree, I'm not really looking for something like that, but I see that you love Pink Floyd. It's in your thing. What's your favorite album? For me, I'm like, oh, for real? This is what you want to talk about? Fuck yeah, I'm in. And so I said the Division Bell. And since that's not the huge, of course, he was like, oh, wait, I have so many more questions to ask. And we ended up talking on Tinder for like 3 hours. And then we ended up on the phone till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
And then I went and met up with him the next week. And then now it's 5 years later. We've had 9 months separation, 6 months no contact. And we're about 2 months into our reunion and still working out the logistics.
Nice. Are you still 2 hours away from each other?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Well, that makes logistics harder.
I spend Sunday through Friday there for the last 3 or 4 weeks in my old house. So
cool. I've noticed that the thing with twin flames that I've heard a lot is that the energy exchange is crazy. Like for example, intimate energy exchange is above normal levels. The everything emotional connection is usually like very tempestuous, but like powerful. Yeah,
that's the word that he uses. Well, because he subscribes to this now, so he doesn't subscribe to all my bullshit. He doesn't subscribe to all of it, right?
Shouldn't.
But in our separation, he finally kind of came into his awakening, and he's like, you know, the only thing that I can describe it as is extremely powerful. And, you know, his little Pisces moon is so fucking cute. So now he's in on the magic with me. And, you know, we've been doing our magic together the last couple of moons. And, you know, I've come to Treeman, shout out Treeman, to explain Chris's chart to me, that's my Libra, to explain his chart to me a little bit better and things like that. And he sat with me and he's like, wow, okay, wow. So yeah, the way that this group has changed even my dynamic with how I'm explaining it to people, like, look what you built, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I don't know if you know when did you first come across any of the connected groups? Like, how did you come in?
I'm pretty sure it was Screw It.
Okay, you just saw something and Screw It that brought you
Yep,
over?
and it was like a share from here, and then I saw that it was private, and I was like, shit posting. I need shit posting because that's all I want to do. I want to hear the shit,
Yes.
and I want to talk the shit. I want it to be real. I don't want people to be like, well, my sign's better, yeah, and this is why. I can't. So it said private, and I was like, oh, this group is awfully big to be private. I want in.
Yeah. Cool.
That was it. I was like, oh, a big private group? Yep.
Yeah. Yes. It's not a secret group because we do want people to be able to find it, but it is definitely a private group because it's not for everybody.
It is
as
the fuck
people
not.
find out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So JVD says, I found her one day in the main and recognized the Mad Tea Party gang. I don't know what that is, but that's okay. Let's see.
We know.
Gray says Pisces are cute until it's time for chores to be done. Is that true? Is he bad at chores?
Pisces moons are cute until there's chores to be done. Yes. So my son, my 9-year-old, is an Aquarius sun Pisces moon. Can confirm. He's real fucking cute. He's real fucking cute. Until it's like, hey, Dak, come on, man.
Come on, it's time to do the work.
Yeah. Yeah. And Chris, my Libra Pisces moon, see, his idea of work Libra wise is different. So it's like I'll do the dishes and clean and stuff like that, and he's like, did you notice that box that was sitting in the garage for 3 months? I'm like, well, did you?
Obviously.
The fuck? You want me to do it? No. So yeah, can confirm Pisces moons. Cute magic creatures.
What was that other question that I wanted to ask? Just a second. Oh God.
Power.
I lost it. Oh, wait. No, I remember. So because you're a Gemini, you probably have a special understanding of the Lover's card. So could you give us like a little bit of a breakdown on how you think the Lover's card is connected with Gemini?
Ooh.
It's up to you.
Ooh.
It's
yes,
if you want to.
Absolutely. So the Lover's card is about true love versus temptation, the light versus the dark part of being in love, the duality. Now, Gemini is technically more about duality than it is, yes, Mercury ruled, we talk, obviously. Yep. I don't ever shut the fuck up. But that's also really big on air signs as it is. But when it comes to the Lover's card as well, the Lover's card is about communicating your value in the relationship, about making sure that you are loving someone and showing them how much you value them and who they are as a person, but making sure that you are like unabashedly communicating your value as well, that you are worth all the fucking reasons to not feed into temptation and find true love within you.
Yeah.
And the Lover's card being a major arcana card, that means it's a lesson in your life. That's what your lesson is to learn when that comes up. And Gemini, let's just be honest, some of the lessons that you've probably learned, some of the hardest lessons that you've learned in your life have probably been with a Gemini or due to a Gemini.
Yeah, probably.
Of some sort.
The twinning.
So, it is twinning so hard. Yeah, the dark side, the light side, but it is about, and that's, where that controversy with Libra and Gemini. Now, which sign is really a Libra? Is Gemini really the Libra? Because that is balance, duality, the dark side, the light side, the yin and the yang. But that's also why Gemini and Libra have that duality in so many relationships that you see. Either they can be really fucking great together, or they can be tyrannical.
I may have dated a Gemini in my past, and it was good when it was good, and it was definitely awful when it was awful.
When it wasn't. Yep.
Yeah. So another kind of question. So you know how sometimes people have kind of op signs, people that will often come up in your life, and they'll be your which is the sign that most often comes into your life to be like wet blanket or to bring down your vibe? Do you know?
March.
What's your
Pisces?
March Pisces. Okay, like a square then. Yeah.
Very specific. Because the February Pisces, man, I can't say anything bad about those little emotional sweethearts. But those no limit soldiers in the March Pisces, they just suck my energy. Man, did they just take it from me? They steal it and they don't give it back.
They don't. They're just vamps. They just vamp you.
Yes.
That's mean.
I mean, that is mean. And I'm a Gemini.
You were feeling it for a second. I have see you feeling it.
Fucking energy. I can give and give and give. I've got tons and tons of energy. For you to suck it all out, come on. Yeah.
Rude.
It is.
Rude.
And you know, I have a kind of like 70-30 with Capricorns.
Okay.
30% of the Capricorns I've come across in my life are just fucking awesome. But 70% I'm like, fuck.
What is going on? I think Capricorns are usually pretty smooth sailing until you get to like some kind of where they don't give up advantage very well, or
but they just leave you with a gigantic question mark.
Yeah.
It's not even the Scorpio mysteriousness that, you know, I'm talking about. It's just a question mark, like a what the fuck? That.
I see that Erica Danielle Shelton is here.
Hi, babe.
And I think she's in North Carolina, right? She's in
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
But she's safe. She's safer. She got her family came and got her yesterday. Thank goodness. I'm so glad.
We're happy that you're here, Erica. We're glad you're safe.
She got me these earrings. Shout out, Erica.
Fucking cool, Erica. You deserve everything good, and I hope your house is still around. Because people are really getting walloped right now. I don't know if you've been watching it, but a lot of the internal South, like up in the hills, is really getting fucked. And it's still getting fucked right now.
My kids have been watching drone footage of it because, I mean, they're 9 and 12. So they're kind of like understanding the things now as they are in a different sense. And so they're watching this drone footage, and like my youngest, my Aquarius, he's like, I just wish I could do something, Mom.
Right? I mean, that makes sense. You want to do something. There's only so much you can do. Like you could send stuff maybe, but they don't want people going out there quite yet, and it's not quite that time yet. So
nope.
I wasn't trying to bring it down with bummer stuff. I just saw Erica, and that's what brought it up.
I'm so glad you said something, because I haven't even got to talk to her today.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that she's doing good. I think we're towards the end. Is there any questions that you wanted to ask of me? So now it's your turn.
Actually, God, I had this really, really great idea in my head, but I haven't really processed it yet. And I'm also wondering if I should wait till your birthday. I'm in like what kind of decision should I make? But I don't know. I think maybe you should take a second to get a message out while we have this opportunity, and my loud ass hair at least is catching everyone's attention. Maybe for you to shout out some shit that somebody needs to hear right now, I think is probably a good place to end.
If you want to keep up on the drama in ASO, listen to the songs. So ASO reacts anytime drama happens. We're going to make a song about it. So if you actually want to keep up on like what's actually happening, understand the subtext, follow ASO reacts, see what comes out, because what's coming out is almost always like directly related related to the drama that we're having, and the more that you understand it, the more that you're going to get like the whole group. So that's,
keep up, guys. This is how you're going to keep
this
up.
Is how you're going to keep up.
The lore is in the music. Just go. And if nothing else, you'll laugh your ass off, even if you can't figure it out and follow along. It's something to make you laugh.
For sure. It's mostly for entertainment. The admins are staying entertained through all of it. We might get annoyed every once in a while, but in general, we're happy and things are going well. So as far as other things to say, do I have anything else to say to the group as a whole? I think honestly, people are really getting involved in Thotem, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, I like that. I really am interested to see what develops for the Scorpio theme, because I really want it to be deep and dark and less about
I want it to be
acid.
scary.
I would like it to be deep and dark. Yeah, scary in some ways.
Like fucking Babadook scary shit.
I mean, we don't want to scare everybody away, right? I don't want to go too demonic or anything like that, but I do want to go to the areas of maybe existence that people are often kind of scared to talk about or think about.
I have a song for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is a song that makes me think of what you just said, and it's called Tempest by the Deftones. It covers that area of where people get terrified to kind of see their existence for what it is and like look at their shadow selves and shit. That's the song for that kind of theme.
I will look up Tempest after this. Tempest by Deftones. Cool. Mm-hmm. Is it off that one cool album that's got the weird little dongle
like
Yoko
Noi or something like that? But yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I have one last thing.
All right. And then I've got one last thing
to Miss Veronica. Happy fucking birthday to one of our Libra princess queens, Veronica. We got to tell her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Veronica.
And her red lipstick.
She's so cool. She's running, I think that this should be said to everybody that watches this. She is running a D&D campaign for several group members now. So we've got ASO D&D that's going on, which is amazing. Well, I'm not sure how amazing it is, but it's amazing for me because I'm playing it and I love playing D&D. So, and I don't have to do it, which is nice.
My kids are teaching me. My boys are teaching me. Cool. They're going to get me in so that way, like, because, I don't want to be unprepared if I come join you guys. I'm a fucking rookie over here. So my kids are teaching me. I'm going to be in soon, I swear.
Our plan is to bring anybody that kind of wants to come in for guest spots. So if you want to come in and be a guest player, we'll have like the core group and then guest players coming in, because you can only get so big before it's too hard for her to run. So, so
that's what she said.
Yeah. All right. So we get a lot of happy birthdays in here. Okay. I've got a couple last questions. Okay. You're on a deserted island. These are just getting to know you questions. So I'm going to go as far as I can. I used to run canvas offices and we'd have car questions every day. So it'll be some of these. You're trapped on a deserted island. You have a Walkman that's solar powered. It never runs out of power, but you only have 3 albums. What albums are you taking with you?
Ooh, Dark Side, obviously. Rumors. And damn, that third one's hard. Houses of the Holy. Led Zeppelin.
Oh, that's a great. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Those are my 3.
Good answer. All right. So next question. If you had one superpower, you can have one superpower of any kind. What would it be?
Healing.
Okay.
Healing
like
with my hands.
Healing yourself or healing others? Like laying on hand kind of stuff? Okay.
Yep. 10 out of 10.
Amazing. Cool. Okay, one last thing. Oh, what do you think we need more of in the group, and what do you think we need less of?
Oh, we need more. Okay, we need less bringing things from the past that are irrelevant in the group, because the reason I say that is there are people that have been in this group for tons and tons of years, but then there are people in this group that are brand new, and it's not doing anybody favors to talk about something from like 5 years ago and make a fight out of it when there's other people trying to just have a good time and meet people and learn stuff and shit post. So that's what needs to be less of, drudging up the past, because you can't change it. You can't go back. Like, hello, because the present is our gift, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
What do we need more of? We need, I mean, I'm always going to say we need more everyone saying I love you, but that's because that's me. And
more love is fine.
Aries Venus.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm Aries Venus. I'm going to love bomb the fuck out of everybody. We need more. I don't know, because I was going to say we need more men to show their, like, you know, vulnerable sides and what they want to learn and what they want to hear and who they are as people and their shadows. But that's been coming hard. Like these royal guys, they're like, fuck it, I'm a man, but I'm going to tell you guys that I love you and I'm going to learn about myself. So I kind of love that, because usually it's always women and they're bickering.
Yes.
So now the dudes are bickering. Fucking awesome.
That is the general vibe of astrology groups online, is a 80-20 female to male ratio at least. I mean, it's usually worse.
The males are they're hitting it in here.
Yes, I
also push for more safety meetings, more smoke sessions, people.
Yes. That's my hope, is like in real life connections down the road, becoming more and more connected, not just online, but in real life, setting up systems to make that easier.
12,000 people, dude. 12,000 people. Somebody's got to live down the road from somebody.
We do have some of that. So I think that's going to be maybe in Sagittarius, the goal will be to go and see another member and take a picture of it. So travel to meetups with somebody, just one person from the group that's close to you.
I've already got mine who's super duper close.
Cool.
It's on.
Have you already met them though? Because it has to be somebody you've
never
met. Nice.
Nope.
Perfect.
Nope.
That might be a good Sagittarius, because it's travel and it's meeting new people and it's connecting to the broader community. So we'll think about that.
Fucking awesome.
And talk about it in the royal chat. Yeah. Well, Rhiannon, it was a pleasure. I feel like this has been a great getting to know you. Everybody have a great time. We're going to put this up on the YouTube, so I'll send you the link once we get it, and it will be live here forever. So it was a pleasure.
Guys, happy Sunday, fun day. Be safe.
Happy Sunday. Bye, y'all.
Bye.